like a Spango pick. And they all have some sort of stun or silence on their side, which makes it pretty hard for the Terra Blade before BKB, and when BKB is the first skirmish, and he does have his meta on. So I do think that Talon will be able to like put up some serious pain. Scam is good that he's got on the Warlock because kind of gonna need him to keep Jackboy alive. And look at Q, holy crap, holy moly, what?
Ooh. Oh, Q. He's actually gone. Trades a bit too long with Skem. Skem gets a really good use of Shadow Word. Speaking of, they are starting to clump up top. Savage does spot the rotations with his little tree dance.
Oh?
Yopaj not gonna go for a tree cut yet. Wukong's out onto Yopaj. Can he get the lockdown? Toss back on the Monkey, doesn't toss him out of the Wukongs. Roll from Mikado. Arrow does connect onto Yopaj, but Solar Guardian's there to stall. Enough HP coming through onto Yopaj, but there's Savage with a jump in. Hammer doesn't save, and FBZ's forced to kind of run. Static Storm doesn't quite connect for a long time. Glimpse back is there. Sustain coming through from Skem to hold back as they are getting some FPS drops here, but Mikado still standing forward, starting to drop low. They do manage to clear out FBZ. Skem did drop the Golem, might find Hyde with a little bit of a chase down, but doesn't quite fully commit. Savage onto Skem. Gets the Jingu stacks off. One more right click does find a kill, but Savage is dropping pretty darn low here as well. Might melt to that Shadow. We're trying to get the TP play back home. Does barely make it out. Jackie has left the building. You might find Yopaj. No, they still find Jackie in the jungle. Static Storm's effective. Jackie's starting to drop low. Is going to get rolled on by Mikado. Can he find the chain stun? He needs the Sunder's right on time from Jackie. The jumps from Tims with a stolen lead. And even Tims is alive. Has a rolling thunder. He's a rolling cube right now, looking for the target. KP in the middle of this does have Arena, but doesn't have anyone to follow up. He's left for dead. And Tims with the leap, with a roll, turns things around for Boom. They don't quite have Static Storm yet, still half a minute away, but KP blinks forward, does get the Arena. Only onto Skem. Stolen Arena out from Tim. Solar Guardian to save, so they can't even find that, but they do glimpse FBZ away. Yopaj, though, with the Avalanche Toss, does find Hyde, but Yopaj might be a bit too far forward. Mikado gets a roll-off, trying to look for the angle. Stolen Arena to trap the side of Talon in, but that just allows a spear out onto Yopaj, and Savage finds a streak for himself. BKB popped by Jackie. They catch out Mikado on the side. He still managed to run, but there's Tims once more with Stolen Rolling Thunder. And with that upheaval on Mikado, he can't run. He has to swash away. But that still gives a clean angle for them to run down that Pangolier. Starbreaker out, Mikado gone. So 2 for 1 in favor of Bloom Esports in the end. Get the pickoffs, he's forced to play a lot safer. And even with his BKB coming out, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, and plus we also talked about like the Warlock Golem, right? Like that's another way they can just, oh, well, they do get, oh, Hyde falls as well. Yeah, it would be good if they could kill FBZ actually, like, because we see FBZ is kind of the solo one by himself. They can get him, won't be able to solo guardian anyone, but this could be a backstab here coming out from Boom Esports. Yopaj looks ready for it.
Oh, they spear out FBZ, but they don't really have a follow through, a bit too far back. Does use the BKB early, Solar Guardian now, toss onto Mikado, so they do manage to get the Static Storm, but Savage just jumps in without any backup and is forced to TP away. No help coming through for the Monkey King. They find another on high.
Because they aren't able to get any kills. Boom playing this game so well, and yeah, it's pretty tough for them right now. But if I guess so, yes. I mean, it's a tough one, right? Like their cooldowns are both pretty long, but yeah, the Golem's a lot longer. And I guess 23 Savage, you're making a little bit of space, you're forcing them to group up. I think it's alright. I think Talon's be like that. But that was super risky. Like, that was an insane risk for 23 Savage to do that.
Oh, KP instant BKB onto Yopaj. Does not manage to land a spear. They manage to get the Static Storm on top. There is still a Solar Guardian coming through. But the roll coming out from Mikado, can they at least find Yopaj? He still manages to get the toss away, still stalling out. Q falls first. And Yopaj is still alive from that Shadow Word. Still living. Swash does the job from Mikado, but they're still on the chase, wanting to find Tims next. He does have the stolen spear, upheaval to slow down that progress. Tims still being chumped though, still looking for more FBZs. And Jackie cutting Savage off in the back line, finds that kill. Tims still alive with a healing on Shadow Word once more. Still being held back. The spear out doesn't connect in Tims, and KP falls first. 3 for 1 so far. As Boom are still on the chase, FBZ just hitting like a madman onto Hyde next. Critted down, Tims gets another. And Talon, the movements just don't line up there for that BKB. KP right in the front here. Aegis does expire, KP starting to blink away, they get the glimpse off, but Hyde's still sitting duck for Yopaj to just rip right through. Silver Edge already up on Jackie. They've got the damage with Yopaj here as well, just with the Echo Saber. And Talon can get the defense off. They're starting to come in. Mikado roll up here, jumping forward. They get the glimpse out. That is a stolen glimpse out from Tims. Mikado just melts to the right click of Jackie's. They jump forward, get the toss out, clear out high, gem on the ground. Don't even need it. KP will pick it up. That bot set of racks are gone. Savage trying to make something happen mid, going for a tier 1, but the TPs are coming in. They lift up Savage. He does not have BKB for 8 seconds. Solar Guardian down as well. Savage sitting duck to all of this output and is taken away.
He's never left, you know, like he's like, alright guys, you go handle the monkey, and I'll be here just taking, and they call it. Which, I mean, it's a faster game than we expected, but to be fair, Boom Esports has been on fire this whole tournament. They are going to be a little bit more active in this game because they have Makoto on their Spirit. Not as much downtime as like a Pangolier.
Looking for that opportunity, does get the X off onto Mikado. The Torrent doesn't quite connect, but the Tidebringer does. Still Q coming in, rebound up. Can he get the dispost? He does onto Yopaj. Chains out for Mikado. Sleight of Fist at the ready. Skem trying to help, but Mikado does find a first blood. Great rotation out from Q.
But no, Yopaj is the one who's going to go bottom in first.
TP down, does have the X combination. FBZ running down KP right now. Nothing to save. Will go Shroud now with the stick usage, wand usage, but not enough to save. KP does get taken away. Up top, they are making moves though. And they do find Jackie, so that's an off lane for safe lane trade. With Talon's rotations, as Q finds more, gets the dispose out onto Tims. Tims does have the spike carapace, is stalling out. FBZ is here with the damage from the chains and whirling death, and they find Savage. So a bit too far out after that kill on Jackie. Hyde still not safe here either. FBZ looking for his former teammate, chops him down in tree line.
Good kill for them overall.
Yopaj surrounded here by the side of Talon, does manage to Tumbler's Toy down. Impale does land onto one. The boat's there to stall out as well. Yopaj still on the run. KP out with a slow and go Shroud. Still keeping that chase. Damage coming through from Mikado, but it's so durable with a boat buff. Scam in to get that enchant slow off. Q rebound doesn't quite land. Now are forced to back off from that tier 1 as Jackie has shown up as well. Impale out onto Hyde. Gonna be able to find that kill. Static Link out onto Q as well. And FBZ comes and rip them apart. A 5-man rotation down bot, but nets them 2 nice support kills here.
Change. I felt like Illusioners were so trash before that, but now they give you that free sort of dispel.
Yeah, it's been really impactful since then. Opportunity for Boom to shove in mid with FBZ taking point. And Mikado though does come back in, gets a nice route off onto Tims, but not going for the full commitment. X mark out onto KP. Solar Guardian is ready. Is that going to be enough? No, it stuns out from Tims. KP still going to be alive though, still trying to get some aggression forward. Q hammering away at Skem, and Savage runs in from the side. They find FBZ. They've got the damage. Reaper Sight as well. They manage to take out that Timber Saw. They lose Q in the process. Still trying to get the chase. Great stun out from Tims, and a great torrent out from Yopaj, but Yopaj now in danger. Sleight of Fist ready, chains ready, and Yopaj is gone. So 2 for 1 going in Talon's favor. Opportunity for the mid push.
That was, I mean, they trade only Q for 2 cores, Yopaj and FBZ, and they take up the tower as well, keep their own alive, catch this Ember Spirit. So Mikado, he's been playing it well, and once he gets BKB...
Oh, Q. Dispose on Tims. 3 cut as well. Vendetta is used up. Chains out onto 2 for Mikado. Still a good Impale coming through. Is it going to be enough? Mikado starting to drop a little bit low, but hammers out from Hyde, smashing down on Tims. KP doesn't quite have the Reaper's Sight. They are starting to slowly chip away at Skem, and the healing doesn't matter much when the Spirit Vessel's up and running. FBZ isolated in the middle, but they don't have Savage for the physical output. Clumping up around bot, watching Mikado. Not going to be able to really run in. In fact, it's Q who finds him. Solar Guardian out. Should be able to find Scam as they hammer away. Now Jackie's exposed. Chains are on cooldown. Does pop the BKB. Tims is around to try and help. Vent it out. Impale onto 2. They are dropping KP awfully low, but not low enough. Boat is coming through. It's Reaper Sight out onto Tims. KP dropping low. Disposed to save from Q. And they do manage to drag him out. Jackie still falls to Mikado's output. And here comes Savage with the damage coming through from that Terrorblade. FBZ is really tanky now, and KP is dead. Gets chipped away by FBZ. But Savage still going. Should find Yopaj and does. FBZ trying to play tag. Is going to try for TP.
Chains.
No chains. And not enough damage on Savage. A 3 for 3 trade. Not the way to go. Hex and Ags on the Kunkka.
They recognize they have a lot of control issues. Although, is this could be
Tail out,
Hyde?
red spike out onto Hyde. They managed to get him along with a boat, but Savage is around with the damage. Boat buff is keeping FBZ alive for a lot longer. Reaper Sight doesn't do much at all, but to get the chance, the good timing. FBZ still being held behind. Savage just focusing that out, but pops the BKB, and they find that big mean Timbersaw. Jackie now, BKB static link out, just doesn't do enough, and Mikado is on the chase. Finds Skem, beat down from Q with a toss back on the dispose, and boom, 3 for 1. They toss so much just to find Hyde.
There's no, like I said, there's just no way they can beat 23 Savage in a fair fight. You know, you gotta get the BKB out of the way. They were able to burst down Hyde early, but who cares? And right, that's a freebie.
But here comes KP, no Reaper's Sight, but is holding them back. Reflection out along with Ghost Route slow. Tims will fall. Yopaj still has that BKB to escape, still has the X boat, and does slow out the Roshan. But
it's like more like an armor thing. They need to get armor on the Razor, because, well, 40 armor is nothing.
Yeah, they got Savage with a little bit of an X torrent in the Chakram, but not confident enough to jump that terribly with 3.3k HP. Still going for it. Dispose out again from Q with a blink onto Yopaj. Nice impale onto 2. Mikado still pops a BKB on the run. Metamorphosis still off cooldown. There it was, coming out along with a Solar Guardian and Reaper's Sight, and they find that kill. Mikado ping-ponging around, looking for Yopaj. Has a chance, gets him lucky with the creeps, and they find another 2 for 0, taking out the 2 tanky heroes up front. And with the fresh Metamorphosis, this could be the Roshan for Talon opening up.
I don't know what their window is to come back into this, unfortunately. Yes, the refresher is going to come out Razor, and I like that he's got this plate mail, because we said he needs armor.
So Boom should have an avenue to at least take that opposite jungle. Although Mikado is diving in, he manages to count out Jackie. A beautiful route onto 2. Solar Guardian is blocked off, but they find the 2 kills they need. KP with a Reaper Sight off as well, and now Tims can't do much, as Q is just going in like a madman with that blink.
Buyback, and 23 Savage is just gonna go for the base. At this point, you gotta think this could be 1 racks, 2 racks as well, but if you go top, Boom Esports, very tough situation to be in right now. He has to export himself, and it looks like there's gonna be 2 easy racks for them. By the time Jackboy is up, this meal racks should be down.
Still chipping away, but the TP defense coming in. It's nice blink out. Earth Spike onto 1. Nice Sunder out from Savage. Show us they are clumping around. They can't find Mikado. He manages to get away with great dispose from Q. Yopaj trying to TP away, is taken out. Savage still has that Aegis, doesn't care to lose his first life. Is melted down by FBZ, and they lose Mikado as well. Boom finding some kills now, but the dispose again from Q, forcing the buyback onto Tims. They're still dancing around. KP starting to drop really low, gets the Yulesoft to hold FBZ back. Not quite healed up here though.
Let's see. Do they have? Well, and they also got the plate mail on the Razor, which is going to help them out with the physical damage. Smoke comes out from Talon. If you are Boom, you want to try and get a pick off here.
No, they find it.
Jumping in.
Breakout, just not that durable on that Timbersaw at this point in the game.
So the Terrorblade, because going in for Skem.
Going for Skem, getting some damage off. Does have KP around with Spirit Vessel and Reaper Sight just to get that kill. 6 stacks up on KP.
Looks like Skem does buyback, recognizes, yeah, we gotta defend the bottom lane. FBZ has buyback as well, but it's in an awkward time where it's like, I could kind of hold on to it, but I might have to use it.
Dispose again
Skem.
from Q onto Skem. Instant dieback on the Ench. And it's not stopping that push. Great impale out though. Refresh BKB used up. Static link fully on Savage. Not looking through this. Does have a Sunder opportunity if you want to, and still turns around. Sunder onto KP. Full health once more onto Savage. Losing a lot of damage, but they're jumping in. Ritpack's alive. Cutting through the backline from Mikado. Another dispose out, and the GG's called by Boom. Talon brings something out the bag. Maybe inspired by Boom with the opening, but it does work out for them in this game number 2 here, Optimal.
Yeah, I mean, that Wraith back at the end, we actually saw 22 Savage go down. Pretty low HP. Maybe if that Wraith back wasn't around, the extra damage.
Now, we'll see if Talon can hit that ultra late game. I think the one ace up the sleeve here for Boom is that Tim's Rubik.
Might take until level 6 for 22 Savage to sort of be able to farm safely. Well, not farm safely, but feel comfortable. Hyde. Oh my god, look at this.
Jeez. It's just constantly spamming out, and so is Savage for the unstable concoction. FBZ kind of isolated, does block Hyde a little bit, but Savage gets first blood. He's ignoring the creep wave, just farming the heroes. Bit of an early TP out from Q onto the mid, looking for a play onto Yopaj. Rebound ready, disposes there as well, but the tornado cuts them off. Still has the dispose though. Onto Yopaj, Mikado not getting the damage he needs, does have the swash. Q's starting to drop low and is going to be sacrificed, but here comes Hyde early on with a rotation. Invis tossed out. They do drop the sentry, still keeping chase. They find Yopaj isolated. Tree cut from Yopaj. Does slow this down. And I lose a lot of packets there. They lose Hyde as well. Mikado still on the run. Wants two more hits. Can he get them? Is netted up. And the rotation from Talon a bit too greedy. That push going once more with a Frost Armor as well to play with from Skem. Mikado and Hyde holding this mid. We do spot Q out on the side. We'll be able to find that Marcy, no problem. So a bit of a slower game for Q here as well. And still managing to get that shove in down mid. FBZ, again, just confident enough to show up early. Tower doesn't take too long to push down with the damage on FBZ. Even Skem again just coming in to ensure. So very early mid to take, 8.5 minutes in. See if KP gets that timing he wants. Smoke out from Bruno.
Savage.
Neopaj scouting around with Tims onto Savage. They do manage to find him. Tornado EMP along with a Solar Guardian here. Jack is ready to play and they just burst down Savage. No protection for the Elk. And Talon caught with their pants down.
Eidolon stolen and Neopaj, he finds Q.
Yeah, they do manage to hammer him down. They cut the tree line of Hyde as well with KP. With a Midnight Pulse, Wukong still coming out, but Hyde is already low. Set for dead, is dropped off. KP follows as well.
Have the BKB delivered momentarily.
Savage in the firing line here. Yopaj sees him. No BKB just
It's on the courier, I think.
They didn't manage to catch him out fully. The Orchid is there. Solar Guardian out as well, and Savage is taken out.
On the courier.
Hyde still trying to fix up the situation with Wukong's. Isn't really able to help. Trying to dodge out. Tree line isn't cut. So Hyde does manage to run away. Savage, just unfortunate timing. BKB on the courier, doesn't find it in time. KP does have Black Hole, but don't have a follow-through. They do find Tims for the Eidolons. That is something with KP still in danger here. Jackie pops the BKB. Chase down KP. Should be able to find him with the Starbreaker. 2 for 1. Bouncing back after game 2. Now are making plays down on KP as well. Raid Pack is up to stall a bit, but not going to be living through this one. Although finding the opportunity to get the stun onto Yopaj. They get the unstable concoction, but Savage is trapped up. Quang Blade on cooldown. Held back. Solar Guardian coming through here as well. Should still find Yopaj, but he still had Aegis. Jackie rips through onto Q. Looking for more secondary life from Yopaj. Silence out onto Rapango, but stun out onto FBZ. Hand of God is out. Oh, Mikado just melts to the output. And you can't even find FBZ in the end. Just gets blown apart if he is focused down. Savage, he's in the front line. No BKB here. Might get taken out. They get the stun off onto Tims.
Pango rolling in.
Trying to get damage onto Skem. The rolls out, just bouncing around the cliffside, not finding anyone. They do find Skem. Can they get this kill? Gonna be the third kill of the game for Talon. They do manage to find it. KP still looking for the angle for the Black Hole. Is silenced up. Might be able to find it. They should be able to find FBZ as well. No Paj on the run. They only have sentries, no dust. Does he feel like a BKB first?
Maybe he feels like BKB first. Oh, Hyde
jumps into the cliff spot, is spotted, but
nice
does roll up with the blink. They still take out Hyde, but they might find Yopaj. Instant BKB though. He's going to be standing still right there. Heart's fully done on Savage, living through a lot of this. Has his own BKB ready to go. Doesn't quite pop it, pops it now. Chasing down Skem, not going to be able to find it. KP in the side, Black Hole just instantly cancelled. And stolen. Now the fight's falling apart. Stolen Black Hole on Tims, ready to go. And the side of... Oh no, Savage couldn't even TP out. The Cold Snap was there, and the Alchemist, not tanky enough to live through this damage, is gonna fall.
So Jack Boys just shows up, stuns him, gets the kill. Top lane Q is also gonna fall. KP, that was kind of a big opening for him right there.
Oh boy. They lose Mikado as well. Tims blows out that stolen Black Hole, and Talon 21 to 5, 10k behind. This looks like a repeat of game 1. So catching people out is tough. Mikado being surrounded here. FBZ does come in with the Orchid, does manage to swash away, but does not have a quelling on hand. It does have the Yules to kind of separate, but lifted up. Dispose is there, but Q's gonna be sacrificed, and they find Hyde on the back.
That this Nature's Prophet spout has been a problem for him. So I like that a lot. Like the way he's like, oh man, this is even at this point of the game, Sprout is an issue. Check out what Hyde's doing, by the way. Take care of the couriers, being just a general nuisance on the enemy side. Oh, there's a Nature's Call.
Yeah, Hyde is just dead. Does buy some space out at the least, but that smoke play is still on from Boom. Does pop on Yopaj, looking around, instantly onto Savage. Immediate Black Hole out, KP. It gets stolen by Tims, of course, and it's not enough to kill off Yopaj as well. Yeah, they just have so much damage with Jackie with the alacrity onto the objectives. Doesn't take too long for that to melt out. Q doesn't manage to get the dispose. Orchid up along with a tornado. Jackie trying to gap close. Q still alive for now. Sunstrike misses as well. Satanic pop by Jackie to stay alive, but that tier 3 is not going to be alive for long. They will find first high ground objective of the game here. They still have that stolen black hole as well on Tim's. They just need to find an angle with his blink. Savage, juicy target up front, but they do manage to find Tim's. They get a good stun out with the Wukongs. Man, Midnight Pulse. They sacrifice Q. Savage still dropping low, not able to pop that BKB. Mikado's leashed up as well. The tree's broken, but he's still stuck. He can't run. And Jackie just running forward. Again, still has that Aegis ready, but the Satanic will keep him alive a little bit longer. Starbreaker connects Savage. Not going to be under threat yet. BKB still running, but the racks are gone.
Yeah, they're having trouble killing Savage, but they're like, well, we don't need to. Like, he's not the objective. He doesn't even use BKB to stay alive because there is no Spirit Vessel on the enemy side. KP, where we had 20 seconds left for the Black Hole. All eyes on Black Hole, but there's still an Aegis. 20 seconds. It's going to come out roughly the same time as the Aegis.
That could be the big timing Talon needs if they can just wait it out. Jackie being held down. The racks are still melting. 2 sets of racks for Boom to find.
Black Hole is up.
Black Hole is ready.
It's all about can they use it.
Oh, hide! Oh, got hammered down, cut down as well. Is taken away.
360 health by the Dawnbreaker every time she gets a Luminosity crit for her and for everyone around her as well. So that's just massive. Kodo's rolling in.
Roll up. Does manage to land a one-time on Jackie along with the lift back on the dispose. They're still not dropping that black hole. They're being very cautious here. Dropping everything. Hand of God is there. The heal from Jackie when he pops that Satanic with Starbreaker is huge, and KP's gone. Has the buyback. They hold back Savage with a Sprout. Still trying to find an angle back in here, but aren't able to do so. Prevent losing any more. Although Savage starting to get held back. Still has a BKB. Isn't able to use it yet. Isn't popping it. Might have to pop it soon. Does pop it on. Rage will fade. Savage is going to be forced back with a buyback on KP. They have the black hole on Talon's end, but Boom will play it safe. And again, just held under high ground. They even have great vision on Talon with the forward wards here. Smoke is out, not spotted by the ward. Immediately broken anyway. Jackie hammering onto Q. Savage forced to run up. Are they going to find the angles? Trying to go for Tim's first. The Glimmer Cape does save for now, as Hyde is set to fall as well. Buyback on Q. Still looking for something to work. And Savage is isolated by himself and still has a BKB. Gets disposed by Tim's. That range is insane. And they find Mikado as Savage is held in the middle. Doesn't even get the BKB. Is taken away. No buyback. KP hanging around. And the GG is called. Talon will have to play it through lower bracket. A little bit of a back and forth. But